What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Casey. This is my Jeep. So in this upload, we're going to take a look at a brand new product that I just received from Warn Industries. This is their brand new dual pin shackle, the Hyperlink. Before we get started, guys, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button. I do appreciate it. If you're already subscribed, thanks so much. And if you enjoyed this video and watched all the way to the end, hit that like button. I do appreciate it. This is a completely different shackle from what you're used to. The interesting thing about this is it's got two removable pins on it. So you can basically mount this up on your rig, and if you have to do any recoveries, you can just remove one pin. You don't have to pull the whole shackle off. That they just allow for a quicker recovery because you can leave them attached to your rig and still be using them just by undoing the bottom pin. This will allow you to attach thimbles, toe straps, and anything else you may need for your recovery a little bit faster than you would with a normal D-ring shackle. That you need 1 inch and 3/8 from the surface of your mounting tab to the center of the hole. So when I measured it, it's 3/4 of an inch from the edge of the hole to the mounting surface. But if you're measuring from the center where that pin is in the middle, it's 1 inch and 3/8. So they do note that on their website. I never thought that my tabs on the rear of my bumper would have that issue, but that's something. So just so you know, I'm running the Crawler Concepts bumper on the back, and I'm not sure what all of the tabs are on the rest of their products, but if you're running a Crawler Concepts bumpers, you may want to double check that. On my front ones with the Evo bumper, no problem fitting those on. So they say these are compatible with up to 18,000 pound winches, which I think is the biggest winch that Warn makes. And they have a 72,000 pound minimum braking limit. And if you are looking to add a little bit of style to your Jeep, these do come in the anodized gunmetal, which is the one I have here. Also anodized black. They also come in just a polished aluminum if you want something a little bit more shiny. So this is also a really cool shackle if you're using something like this. This is a factor 55 thimble style closed hook system. If you've got this shackle already mounted on your Jeep, you can pull one of the pins out, slide your thimble through, and basically connect it without having to remove your shackle, without having to get another shackle out if you already had a shackle on your Jeep, and you've got a nice closed winching setup here. So these are very popular, as well as the flat links from Factor 55, and they just means that you don't have to get a second shackle out if you have a shackle attached to your rig, and then you would have to attach a shackle to your winch hook. This shackle is also a monster. It is quite large. It's made out of aluminum, so it's not too heavy, but it has a 36,000 pound working load limit, which is the highest of any shackles that I have in my recovery gear. So by comparison, the quite popular soft shackles, this one is made by Gator Jaw, and this has a 32,000 pound working limit. All right, so I've gone ahead and put a couple of these shackles on the front of my Jeep here. I was able to fit them on my Evo bumper without any issue. Basically, you need 3/4 of an inch between the edge of your bumper and the starting point of the hole on your mounting tab. So on the Evo bumper, there is enough space to do that, but on my rear Crawler Concepts bumper, it only had a 1/2 inch of spacing, so I wasn't able to use these on that bumper. And as well, I've added their optional Isolator, which is a rubber piece that goes in the bottom part of the Hyperlink, and that'll prevent it from smashing against my bumper, and it'll just hit the rubber part. So over here, you can see basically just my regular winch hook. This is the Warn Epic winch hook, and it just clips on to the bottom nice and easy. I did want to use them on the back, and because that's where I typically have most of my recoveries, and that's where I'm usually pulling a second shackle out in order to hook up to my shackles that I have on the back there, whether it's tow ropes or whatnot. So a little bit disappointed with that, but they seem to work pretty good on the front. And I noticed that this one is already starting to back off a little bit just from mounting it on here yesterday and driving around a bit. Let's check the other side to see if it's tight. Seems to be okay. So this is something I do notice with my shackles, is that they tend to unscrew from sitting here and going like this. They tend to work themselves loose. So just keep an eye on that. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll drive around with these for a little while and see how they do. So another place that you may want to use these is with your tree savers. So I have a fairly hefty tree saver here from ARB, and it is a bit challenging to get this through one side of the shackle. So much so that I probably couldn't, I'm really having a hard time getting this to start threading. So I'm not sure how well these would work with tree savers. So by comparison, here's Warn's Epic Shackle. These are the ones with a 9-ton rating. Slip that on there. Slip that on as well. And now I can easily close that with the D-ring. And that is still gonna leave me lots of room to hook my winch hook on here, or if I was using a thimble, I basically just slot that in there like that. And then I can close it up. But I don't think that I could use the Hyperlink on my tree saver. I think they're best used for if you're going to have a shackle and keep it on your bumper all the time, and you want to be able to just connect it to your bumper and have a easy, quick recovery point. Here, if you have to attach a strap, you don't have to remove this from your bumper. As well, if you're going to use a closed loop or closed winching hook, like the Factor 55 thimble or the Factor 55 flat link, this can just be undone really quickly and threaded back onto there, and now you can recover your Jeep. As far as using these with a regular winch hook, they work the same way, but with a regular winch hook, you don't really have that problem with a D-ring shackle, because you can just hook right up and you're good to go. You know, the downside obviously being that you have to make sure you have that 1 3/8 inch spacing for the amount of basically this thick aluminum piece around the shackle pin. Requires a little bit more spacing than what a D-ring shackle would require. You can get them in cool anodized colors, which I think is a nice bonus. And these look really awesome. I mean, the other thing too is that these are rated for 36,000 pounds. So this is the heftiest, highest working load limit shackle that I have in my kit, and even higher than the soft shackle that I have as well. The downside is obviously just having to make sure that you have enough space for these guys to fit. They are quite a bit larger, and they do take up more space on your bumper, and they have sort of a unique look to them. I think they're pretty cool. The price is going to be something to consider as well. I think these are retailing for 99 bucks US on Warn's website, and that's quite a bit more than any other shackle that you probably find. I'll put some links basically to everything that I've featured in this video down in the description box, as always. So I'll link these. I'll link the Warn Epic shackles. Those are the ones I've been using for quite a while. I'm quite happy with those. Really kind of cool new product from Warn. If you're looking for the biggest, beefiest, best shackle that you can possibly find on the market, I don't know what else would compete with this. I'm gonna keep these on the front. We'll see how they stand up to the abuse of my off-roading and their anodization, and you know, whether they're clanging and stuff like that on the front. But I guess I'm not gonna be able to use them on the back. That was where I really hoped to use them, as I wanted something that I could just leave on there all the time and not have to grab another shackle if I'm hooking up a tow strap, because quite often towing somebody out of something behind me, and it means grabbing another shackle, hooking that onto the tow strap, and then connecting it up to the shackle that I leave on my Jeep all the time with that zip tied pin so that it doesn't back off. Where I was hoping to put these on and just be able to undo a pin and I'm good to go. So we'll see where these fit into my recovery bag and how I use them over the next few months. I'm sure I'll be doing several recoveries as always, and I'll post some updates. Make sure you follow me over on Instagram. That's where I like to have just small incremental updates of things that I learn and discover along the way. But I wanted to show you guys these new shackles from Warn. They just came in, and I wanted to test them out, take a look at them. Just wanted to give you guys some of my feedback and try them out. And before you guys make a purchase, I like to take a look at products and help you guys out. So there you go. It's the Warn Hyperlink shackle from Warn Industries, obviously. And you can find them on their website, Amazon, all those standard places are carrying them. If you like this video, make sure you leave a like. Really appreciate that. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you're already subscribed, thanks so much. Make sure you turn on those notifications so you don't miss any of my new uploads as they go live. And with that said, I'll see you guys in the next video.